and the official warming up.
Well, hello and welcome back to the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium, day 4 of the FIVB World Grand Champions Cup of volleyball for women. And it is an interesting day that lies ahead of us with the opening match, the United States of America up against Thailand. The USA are currently in 3rd place in the standings after a thrilling victory against Russia yesterday in the breaker. They won 15-13 in the deciding set. And they now come into this one as firm favourites. Thailand yet to win a set at this year's event. And they come up against the United States, a team who's beaten them on their last 2 meetings and beaten them all but one time when these teams have met. Time to meet our referees for this one. They hail from Tunisia and Japan. Tevfik Budaya on your left, the Tunisian official who will be standing up on the far side of the court, and on the near side the 2nd official, Shin Muranaka of Japan. So far, the United States of America have managed to win 2 and lose just the 1, overcoming Japan and Russia and losing to Brazil. They have matches against Thailand and Dominican Republic still to play. Time now to meet the Thai team, though, who have gone down to the Dominican Republic, Brazil and Japan, all in straight sets. Can they get their first set here? They put enough pressure on the United States to perhaps even cause a bit of an upset here. They're led out by Tatao Mikyang, the middle blocker, fellow middle blocker, Plumjin Dinkakal. Next out on court with Anuma Sitarak, their outstanding player of the tournament so far. Wulivana Pinyapong is the skipper, with Sarah Tomkom the setter and Malika Kantong the opposite. They start with 2 liberos named Wana Bukau and Pianat Panoy. Their coach, Rada Chadakliengakai. United States of America, led out by Alicia Glass, slipped to number 3 in the best serving statistics for the tournament. Lauren Gibbermeyer is next out, middle blocker, with Kristin Hildebrand, the skipper. Jordan Larsen-Burbach, the player for Dynamo Kazan, outside hitter. Kelly Murphy in the starting lineup, and Lauren Paolini with Kayla Bamworth, their libero. Their coach, Kaj Kirari, the legend of the game. Hayafa, Chaziri, Gwedpar and Kongyot will be the substitutes for Thailand. And starting on the bench for the United States of America, and they'll all get used. Kirsty Jackson, Cassidy Lightman, Nicole Fawcett, Kim Hill and Jenna Hageland. So Nutsara Tomkom has the ball in hand. She will serve first here as Thailand get this game underway. Game 10. Taken down by Banworth, set by Glass. Not put away by Paolini, so a chance for Sitarak to get in on the act straight away. Leifman takes down, and the block's good. Positive start then for the Thais. Anuma Sitarak scoring very freely in this tournament so far. Jordan Larson underneath it, gets the return. She's blocked, Banworth. Hildebrand. Larson finds the corner.
Okay, here we go.
Paolini clips off the top of the net. Sitarak, and she's blocked.
Watch her going for you. Good eyes here.
Jordan Larson with the telling touch on that occasion. And again, up for the block, and Gibbermeyer manages to get the touch. So the USA with 2 solid blocks for a good start here. This time, Sitarak cleverly takes the block out of the equation, and Thailand bring themselves back to 2-3. A lot will depend on the way Anuma Sitarak serves and the way that she plays. If Thailand are going to put any pressure on the US. Gibbermeyer on the overlap, but she's gone wide. Good takedown from Bamworth. Glass sets. Gibbermeyer again. This time she makes it count.
Here we go. Watch the combos. Good eyes. 4 coming around.
Alicia Glass serves in. Neatly done. That was not the play that the US were expecting, and as a consequence, Malika Kanthom had an easy kill to bring it back to 4-4. Serve is a fault.
Really fast.
Jordan Larson, great takedown by Panoy. And good dummy jump there, which allowed the opportunity on the far side. Smiles all round here. Willevan has an easy kill. Bamworth underneath it, played in short, not easy for Gibbermeyer. Murphy, Glass with the bump set. Jordan Larson manages to get up and put plenty of power on that, which means that pressure is on the Thais and the Americans back in the ascendancy in the rally. Short set and hit through from Gibbermeyer again. She is next to serve, 6-5. Malika Kanthom. Gibbermeyer can't keep that one up. Alicia Glass currently ranked 3rd in the server standings. Setter standings, I do beg your pardon. It's not the greatest example of her work there. Hildebrand but unable to do anything with it, and a great strike from behind the line to put Thailand in front for the first time since the opening point. Hildebrand. Glass sets to Murphy. First time we've seen her. And it's now Kelly Murphy's turn to serve. Great serve from Murphy. And so at the first technical, the US nose back in front. It is tight as it can be, with the United States of America leading by 8 points to 7.
Nice work. Here we go.
conversation between the two setters in the team. Jenna Hageland hasn't really been used as a setter particularly. She's been used more as a serving specialist in the match. End of this first technical timeout then. United States leading 8 points to 7. It's Zara Tomcom, the Thai setter, is actually second in the standings at present. Kelly Murphy to serve again. Better takedown by Pinyapong, and it's put short for Plumjit. Hildebrand takes down, glass sets, and Paolini, for the first time on the overlap, manages to make the kill. Hildebrand off the top of the net. Sitirak, and Bamworth can't keep it alive. Good variation employed by Thailand. They haven't relied too heavily on Anuma Sitirak. Zara Tomcom serves in at Jordan Larson. Bamworth does keep it in play. Paolini can't keep it up though. All down to a poor reception there from Jordan Larson. Thailand back in front. Last time these two met was last year. USA winning it 3-1. Glass, and the block is good. Now, Karatskarali generally doesn't like things to go on too long when an opposing team gets an advantage, and that's exactly what happens here. He takes his first time out with the US trailing 9 points to 11. Tomcom serves in at Larson again. This time she gets it right. Set to Paolini. Paolini serves, skips off the top of the net. Good set across court. The block is good from the US this time, and really cleverly done by Zara Tomcom. Saw that a couple of times from her yesterday. Fake set into the space. Kibbemeyer, no touch on it. Up to a 3-point advantage now for the Thais. US started slowly in every set against Russia yesterday, came surging back. There's the takedown. Good strength from Glass at the net. The block is on the line. And the referee overrules his decision. 14-10 now to Thailand. Timeout taken by Karatskarali.
Timeout by USA.
พรทีมเขาเนี่ยถ้าเกิดเขาบล็อกแม่น4 มือซ้ายหรือขวาเนี่ยเขาจะยืน
Thailand at the moment are benefiting from the fact that the US it's a bit of a harsh call actually when we take another look at that one right on the line. So US have no timeouts left. They trail by 4 here. Khatkarali still has those substitutes up his sleeve to use, and that serve goes awry from Anuma Sitirak.
Good blocks here.
Alicia Glass on serve. Take down from Sitirak, set and just kept alive. Banworth gets it back into play. Half block. Jordan Larson touching the net. Banworth, poor reception. Second technicals arrived at, and Thailand have turned things around. They lead by 16 points to 11. So second technical timeout all over. It's 16-11 to Thailand. Yesterday, the US came back from 11-16 down against Russia to claim one of the sets that they won there. Turn it around here. Banworth. Glass sets and Gibbermeyer through the middle, but easily blocked. Thailand make it 17-11. Closing in on their first set of the tournament. Banworth again on reception, glass sets. Jordan Larson is used. A run on serves needed. They haven't turned yet to Cassidy Lightman, Nicole Fawcett, Kimberly Hill or Jenna Hagland, all of whom could be used. It's Jordan Larson, taken down well. Sitirak, great play from Thailand. They knew what a threat it was on the Larson serve. 18 points to 12, the advantage here. Murphy, she's blocked easily. Glass doesn't keep it alive. They have no timeouts left, so there's no way that Khatkarali can change things here, but Thailand are dominant. 19 points to 12. Hildebrand, Glass. Back to Hildebrand, kept alive. Chance through the middle for Sitirak, and she executed superbly. Well, there is no way that Thailand should not take this opening set now. Changes are to be made by the US. Murphy doesn't get the spike away. Pinyapong off the block. Fanworth, Glass just manages to get it, but it's taken down by Kyothang. Hildebrand, it's kept alive spectacularly by Sidirak. It went wide from Kelly Murphy. 10 points the difference now. With no time out up his sleeve. There is nothing Coach Kirali can do. It's been a disappointing tournament so far for Kelly Murphy. Glass with the bump set. Hildebrand. Well, it's been a forgettable set, this one from the United States of America. Malika Kanthong continues to run on serve. It is wide, so it comes to an end, and Kimberly Hill will be the change. Asking for miracles here, really. Well, should have been more pressure put on there. Instead, it's a set point for Thailand. Banworth with the bump set to Hildebrand. Thai's fighting for absolutely everything, and Anuma Sidirak can't put it away. There'll be another chance. Gibbon Myers behind it. Alicia Glass sets for Murphy. Easily marshalled, as she has been throughout the whole of this first set. Spectacular dive and get from Hildebrand. But Sidirak makes it count at the second time. And what was one of the most comfortable set victories we've seen in this tournament so far goes the way of Thailand. They take the opener. 25 points to 13, the score. The United States men's team have already arrived here in Japan. They, of course, will be taking part in the men's tournament, which gets underway on Tuesday in Kyoto. 2 days down in Kyoto before heading back up to Tokyo for the concluding 3 days at the tail end of next week. It promises to be a thrilling tournament with the United States of America, Russia, Brazil, Italy, Japan and Iran all taking part in that men's tournament. So 3 changes to be made by Coach Kirali. He's going to start with Kirsty Jackson. And also seeing the introduction of Nicole Fawcett as well. Kirsty Leichman. So it's Larson, Paolini, Fawcett on with Glass, Kelly Murphy, Hildebrand and Gibmeyer, all off the court for the start of this set. Kirsty Leichman with the serve. Siderak, and a regulation point for Thailand to start things up. Determined to continue where they left off in set number 1. Glass, Jordan Larson goes wide. Paolini with the serve, taken down by Pinyapong. Shallow set and put away by Nyuk Yang. Siderak on serve. Leichman takes down. First time we've seen Kirsty Jackson in on the action. Alicia Glass serves. And Siderak takes down. Panoy. And a complete lack of communication gives a very soft point to the US. Siderak not knowing who was going for it. Glass, great serve. Hit through the block of Jordan Larson. Leichman, and then Bamwith sets Fawcett for the first time. That's a great spike. Nicole Fawcett, who stands 1.91 m tall, one of the taller players on the US team. Full serve from Jordan Larson. Leichman. Set to Fawcett again, brilliantly kept alive by Bukau. Pinyapong can't get her spike away. She'll have another go now. And forces it through. It's been a really tidy display from the Thais. Leichman. Fawcett again. Bukau with a great takedown. Larson through the middle. And this time she makes it count. Jackson serve. Put pressure on Panoy. Steered in. Great work from Glass to keep it alive. Force it with the set. Lightman was unable to do too much with it, and then it's a really slick piece of play at the net, which allows Plumjit Thangkong to take the point for Thailand. Lightman, Glass. Lightman goes back on the overlap. And it was nip and tuck all the way through the first exchanges of the opening set. First time we've seen 4-set serve. She had 4 aces in the match yesterday. Puts the first one wide here. Finger count in at Lightman. Glass just touched over and pushed wide. Paolini, first technical, and Thailand in front once more. They lead by 8 points to 6.
And away from their low block, hitting the deep 5 feet of the perimeter. All right, let's go now, USA. Wake up here.
USA, 1, 2, 3. USA, let's go.
Rakat Kirali, I think, understandably getting slightly frustrated with the way that his team are playing after such an epic performance in yesterday's match against Russia. They have seemed as though many of them are still relaxing in bed because they just are not with it at the moment. And as a consequence, their coach is getting a bit frustrated out there, which is understandable by the performance of his team. They are second in the world rankings. They are a much better team on paper than Thailand, but really slick play from Thailand so far. And they're being rewarded for it. Lightman behind it. Paolini. Well, that was the play that he wanted, and it was a proper connection at the net this time.
Hey guys, Carly Kloss, and I just created...
Need some runs on serve though, the US. Only managed to get a couple of the points once in this set so far. Lightman serve. Anuma Sidarak taken down well by 4-set. Push back into the space. Nutsara Tomcom's there. Sidarak's there again. Bamworth underneath it. Glass can set. And Larson puts away. It's far better from the US. Closer to the level of play we saw from them yesterday. Lightman serves at Apinapong. Across to Sidarak, who's the banker, but Jordan Larson can't take down. Bamworth. Paolini works again. Paolini serve. Through the middle. Won't be pleasing the coach. To the Sidarak serve. About this point that the ties struck in set number 1. Taken down by Lightman and crisply done by Jackson, heading off the block. House dips in well. Block is good. Panoy's there. Push long. Leichman, here's a chance for the US again. Jordan Larson, great takedown from Sidorak at the back.